And what's up, P-Teakers? I am Joe Otis from joeislit.com, and welcome to this week's edition of Lit Picks. I was victorious last week in the divisional round. I had a great win because the Browns covered the spread. They covered that 10 points. I also had the Buccaneers, that nice hot dog upset pick. It feels pretty good. Now we're really excited to get into the conference championship games. We have a weekend of football that is like no other. I think this is one that I haven't been excited for in a really long time, folks. We have the Green Bay Packers squaring off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You have two legends about to go at it. We have Aaron Rodgers. We have Tom Brady. We have a plethora of amazing players like Gronkowski, Devontae Adams. We are so excited. And after that, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen going up against an injured Patrick Mahomes. Does Patrick Mahomes have what it takes to continue? And will he cleared the concussion protocol? But is he still healthy? Will he get banged up in the game? We'll find out. Right now, I'm bringing in my teammate, the one and only, the legendary Mike Costello. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing well, Joseph. That was a great win that you had last week. Unfortunately, it was kind of too late. I knew that not all the home teams were going to win. So once the first three won, I realized that I was in trouble with that Saints pick. But it's if that's the end of Breeze, man, that's a crappy way to go out. So I'm hoping he comes back maybe for one more year because that's a pretty crummy way to go out.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a really. I mean, I actually know. I think he should end it. I think his arm's done. He can't really throw very far. I think it's about time for him to finish with his career. It was really nice the way he went out with Brady. Throwing his son the
Yeah.
balls in the end zone at the end of the game, and I mean, he had a great career. He played almost 20 years. He started off with the Chargers, didn't work out there. He wanted to go to Miami with Nick Saban
Saban.
wanted, but
Yeah.
for some reason, the physicians in Miami and the owner didn't want Drew Brees, which was a really stupid decision. So he ended up going to New Orleans, and he ended up winning a Super Bowl with them. And he's been amazing. I don't know what to say. I mean, he's going back and forth with Brady with the top passing touchdown leader in NFL history this past season. I think Brady will probably move ahead of that because I think he's coming back next year. So
He'll be back. Yeah.
But Drew Brees is a legend. He's meant a lot to the city of New Orleans, and I mean, what else can you say? He'll be definitely the first ballot Hall of Fame. All right, let's see what our friends have to say here on the comments. We got the intro. And we got Mark going, college, ow. Cancun reunion 2021.
Yeah, 2024.
Worst way to end an athletic career. The way Breeze went out or tearing your patella tendon.
Oh man, that just brought back bad memories for me. Yeah, definitely tearing your patella tendon.
Come on.
What a terrible injury that was. Never hurt my knee in my entire life.
Why did you decide to make a jump shot? Like, come on.
I wasn't a jump shot. It was pregame layup, and my knee just went. That was it. Never hurt my knee in my entire life, except for that charity basketball game, going up for a layup, and never made it up. Yeah,
that's
not
what you
fun.
get for playing. That's what you get for playing basketball in your 30s. I mean, you're a little too old for that.
I wasn't even playing. It was warm-ups. Okay.
All right, so it's NFL Conference Championship weekend. Once again, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Periscope, once again, leaving in March, will be Twitter Live. Let's talk a little bit about the coaching carousel. Nick Sirianni was hired as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles this week. I think it's a choice that many people were not expecting. People were thinking that Josh McDaniels was in for a long interview on Sunday. I mean, Nick Sirianni, where'd this guy come from aside from being Frank Reich's offensive coordinator? I mean, everyone says he's a wonder kid. What do you think of this guy?
He wasn't even the coordinator, I don't think. Frank Reich was calling the plays. I'm pretty certain of that. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a guy. Listen, I've actually heard good things from reading things. A lot of people have a lot of good things to say about him. I really wanted Deuce. I really did. I wanted Deuce to kind of do it, but it seems like they wanted change. But it looks like, maybe they have this guy here that they're going to be able to kind of push around again. I don't really know much. Obviously, I'm hopeful. I hope it works out for him. I have heard good things, but it's just once again, it's another shocker that like kind of nobody really expected. So, well, I want to see the staff that he's going to bring in. That's what I'm interested in.
I honestly probably would have rather had Deuce, to be honest with you. But I mean, if this guy, maybe he is a good coach. Maybe he's a diamond in the rough, so to speak. Maybe he'll lead the Eagles back. But I mean, I kind of really feel bad for him because he's in salary cap hell. He has a quarterback who's, he's obviously, who knows, is he past his prime? Is he done? Will Carson bounce back? You never know. He's going to have a really tough He's gonna have. There's gonna be a lot of players going next year, obviously, to get back under the salary cap, and he's got a tough job ahead of him. You know, it's not a job I would want to take if I was a coach out there to take the Eagles position.
I don't think many coaches wanted the job either. That's why it was slim pickings.
Let's see, Nick Sirianni, the Peas End, will lead the Birds to glory. Dick Suth, the special teams coach. Look at this guy. Mark says the only thing, of course, he would like that. And Bob says there's only one diamond in the rough. We all know who that is. That's true. Bill says, with which Rivers' retirement is Wentz staying? It's a good question. A lot of people think Wentz might be traded to the Colts. I don't really know. I don't think that the Colts have the ability to do that. I don't know any team has the ability to do that. His contract is just way, way too high. And so I mean, I think Wentz is staying. I think the reason they brought this coach in was to make sure that Wentz.
He will 100% take. If he is healthy, he will 100% take the first snap of the season under the Eagles.
I think so too.
With the Eagles. There's no question about that. If anything, they're going to get rid of Jalen Hurts by the draft.
You think so? The trade, maybe?
I think that would be their doing. They are committed to Wentz, in my opinion. I think they're committed to him. And like I said, I've never been a huge fan of him. I've always said that McNabb was going to be better. He's a good quarterback. I don't think he's going to be an elite one. Can he be? Maybe. I think he's going to have a better season than he had this year. Because like I said, I don't think the play calling was the best for him. So, he's going to be a good quarterback. He'll be a top 10 quarterback if he is coached the way he's, if they run the plays that he's supposed to run. But yeah, I think if anything, they would get rid of Hurts. He's too much money. There's no way a team's going to do that. No way. Yeah. That's why I don't think Watson gets moved either.
All right. And next news is Dan Campbell hired as the head coach of the Detroit Lions. I mean, could you see any more of a meathead than this guy? Come on.
They signed him to a 6-year deal already too, didn't they?
That's what I heard, a 6-year deal. And he's saying, getting knocked down on the ground and he'll be up there butting your kneecaps. I'm like, if you're 4-12, 5-11, are you still going to be butting kneecaps or are you going to be, on the ground knocked out? I mean, come on. I don't know what this guy was trying to say. He says, I'm not going to try to do the coaching talk. And then he goes right into doing the coaching talk, which I thought was hilarious. So Bob says that Wentz may never take. Pat says Wentz may never take another snap, and he's done more for the Eagles than McNabb. That's not.
That's a terrible. You should stop right there. Three straight NFC championships. He's done nothing ever. Come on.
What do you think of Dan Campbell?
I really don't know much about the guy. I mean, it seemed like he was like the hot candidate, apparently. Coming into this. And he's apparently he was the hot candidate. I don't really know much about it. He's in a tough spot there too. I mean, that's a tough gig there in Detroit, especially with what they're going through. Stafford's almost done. Galladay's gone. So it's going to be
that's true.
Jim who?
Jim Tom Sewell, the Niners coach, who was for one season before Chip Kelly came in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, he is the big name here, but he's got tough shoes. Detroit's tough too, man. What are they going to do with the quarterback position? And they got a lot of holes to fill there too.
I mean, and he was 5-7 with the Dolphins when he was the interim coach, so he wasn't exactly lighting anything on fire there. All right, so let's see and Brandon Staley was hired as the head coach of the Chargers. That was also another shocker. I was definitely not expecting that. As soon as the Rams got taken out, their defensive coordinator was hired by the Chargers, and I'm thinking, like, where did this guy come from? I mean, does everybody really want McVay's team? Like, what makes Sean McVay the god of bringing coaches? Has any of his coaching staff ever won a Super Bowl yet? No. You know what I mean?
Well, he's 32 years old, so he hasn't had that time yet.
Everybody wants Sean McVay's guys. Wentz got number 1 seed and that won them Super Bowl. Don't at me.
He didn't win the Super Bowl. That's called Nick Foles. He won the Super Bowl because if Wentz played, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
And the Houston Texans job is still available. I mean, I've seen everywhere articles about Eric Bieniemy. Like, why isn't he hired yet? And I'm thinking to myself, there has to be some sort of point. Like, maybe Bieniemy does not want to leave a good situation like he has in the Chiefs to go coach at a team like the Eagles where they're in salary cap hell. They have to deal with a general manager like Howie Roseman, who seems to think he gets a credit for everything, has to deal with why would you want to go to the Houston Texans when that situation's a mess? They already have their general manager in, I don't know. I mean, he probably put off staying with the Chiefs.
The majority of those were just complete shockers to me. I really did. No, and then I guess the Buffalo offensive coordinator too. I mean, he didn't get anything. I guess he's
Brian
staying
Dable,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been shocking that the names that you thought were going to happen, didn't happen, and now you're looking at these guys and you're like, wow, this is I don't know. And I
I mean,
mean,
aside from Urban
if
Meyer,
you're
no,
Deuce, you don't come back to the Eagles, right?
probably not unless they ask
Like
him to
even if they offer
special.
him the offensive coordinator, like he can't take that.
No, he might go to Kansas City, or maybe he'll go. Maybe he'll go with Bieniemy. Who never know? You never know what's going to happen. I don't know because I
Yeah.
think that Bieniemy is under Andy Reid's staff, and Andy Reid was hired by Andy Reid hired Deuce back when he first started. You never know. They probably have some sort of connection there. All right, so yeah, maybe he'll go to Frank Reich's staff. You never know.
Yeah.
Uh, so let's go back to our scoring once again. This is the prop scoring. This is for the Super Bowl. We'll get that ready for next week. But the rules are: you pick the underdog, which is 3.5 points and up. It's 4 points. You pick the underdog, 3 points and less is 3 points. Spread will get you 2 points. Over under 2 points. Favorite 1 point. See what the guys have to say. Deuce should tell the Eagles to go scratch. I agree with that.
Agree. Yeah, he should leave.
All right. We're getting this brand ready to go. There it is, the background. All right, Mike. Game number 1 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. This game is the early afternoon game on Sunday, which is what I'm really excited about. I heard that the weather is saying there's going to be some snow there. It should be really cold, and there's nothing that gets better than that than January football than a cold, frozen tundra at Lambeau Field. Now, you have Tom Brady, who once again will be playing in cold weather, so a lot of people aren't that excited about that. However, he won't have Antonio Brown, who's been out this week. He does have his running backs back. I think he'll have both Fournette. I believe Ronald Jones is playing too, or at least he should be. So he'll be fully with the running backs. He's going to be getting on the defensive line. Veta Vea will be back, the defensive tackle, who's been out since week 5. He's a really tough, interior defender. But then again, you have with the Packers, you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Devontae Adams. They're looking like they are just, they look like they are like a well-oiled machine, just taking teams out. So it's going to be a really tough decision. You have 2 legends. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. And if you look at it that way, I'm taking Tom Brady. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the money line at plus 160. They are the high underdog at 3.5 points. What do you think?
I think the Packers win this game by double digits. If I could do that, I think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to come out and just throw the football here, and I don't think that Tampa's going to be able to stop them. Like I said, I think they win this game by, I would say 14 or 15. I was looking at one of those the things that they have. I don't know what that is right there.
Teasers.
Yeah, but no, not that. But yeah, it's like I like the Packers here. I just think this is I think the Aaron Rodgers is just pissed off. With the draft and everything that's happened, he has just been amazing, and he looks like he was 7-8 years ago, and that's why I'm just sticking with the Pack.
All right. And Bill says it should be a great game, which I agree with. Bob says Pack will win by 7, hard to win 3 on the road. And he says, I'm going to be big on Pack, but I'm clearly prepared for Brady to take my soul and my money. Mark is coming in here. Go Pack. And Billy says, Tampa Bay home Super Bowl. I can see that happening. First time ever, And
Yeah,
if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Tom Brady. It's a shame there'll be no fans in the stadium for it. But, I just think to myself, when the Buccaneers started off 0-1 this season, and when they lost both games to the Saints, everybody was like, oh, Brady, maybe it's all Belichick and Brady is nothing. Anybody who doesn't think that Brady's the GOAT right now is an idiot. They should get their eyes checked. They don't know football. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I've admitted that when I saw him come back from 28-3 in the Super Bowl. I know you love Aaron Rodgers. I know people love Peyton Manning. It's Tom Brady. What do you think?
I kind of agree with that. I mean, you look at, who he's done it with in Deion Branch. Was it Joe Jurevicius? No. Was it?
No, that was Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
No, it was like Deion Branch, though. But I mean, he's just he hasn't really he's made guys out of that, and Deion Branch is a good player, but he's made guys out of that, and yeah, I could agree with that one. I still like Dan Marino personally.
Deion Branch, Troy Brown back in the day. Who
Yep.
else did he have?
We got
David
Edelman.
Givens. David Givens. Then he got Wes Welker, and then he got Randy Moss, and then then he got a lot of players. All right. So on to the next game. It's another battle of up and coming quarterbacks, newcomers. The Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. I've been to Buffalo many times. I know the Bills Mafia has wanted to always see their team not only win a playoff game, but get back to the Super Bowl where they can finally take it and get that glory that they failed at 4 times in a row. They want that Super Bowl. They want to go through tables. They want their wings. They like their Labatt Blues. They love it there in Buffalo. Buffalo is a really cool, passionate town. I definitely love visiting there. Unfortunately, it's not going to be this year as I'm taking the Chiefs -3.5. I think that Patrick Mahomes is back. I think that he's going to be healed. I don't think that there's any fishiness going on there. I think he's healed. I think he's going to throw it for at least 300 yards passing. And I think it's going to be a high-scoring shootout. I'm just going to take the Chiefs -3.5. What do you think?
I mean, I think it definitely could be high score. I mean, what Buffalo's going to run the ball 7 times, right? And they're all going to be Allen, So
Allen,
yeah, I think this is going to be a good game here. But like I said, it's just there's something with this. Obviously, I believe that the Chiefs are going to win this game, but they're not covering the spread. They haven't covered in the past 8 games, 8. So I'm going Buffalo here. I'm taking the 3.5 points. Let it be a field goal game, and I'm going to be able to take this.
Very well could happen. It could go to overtime. You never know. All right. Let's see. Question for me. Do you think the Kansas City model is one that other teams should follow if they want to be successful? Yes, I do agree with that. I mean, Andy Reid, what can you say? I mean, look at what he did. It took balls, speaking of successful, it took balls for him to trade up all the way to number 10 in the draft and take Mahomes back in 2017 when he already had Alex Smith there. They sat Mahomes for a year, had him learn, and then he was dominant in 2018. And look, last year they won the Super Bowl where he's Super Bowl MVP. So I definitely like the model that Kansas City has done. Andy Reid, hopefully maybe he'll get the second Super Bowl. I feel good for him. I mean, he was a great coach with the Eagles, and I definitely think that's definitely a system you want to follow, and it's definitely a system that all the other teams in the NFL should follow, to build their program.
By the way, on top of that, they also have 3 receivers that run 4.3 40s. So that's also a very nice model to have as well.
So Bills have 0 running game. I think KC wins by 4. Let's see. Big Red ×2. Big Chief, the best. Chiefs big. And Bob says game will be close. KC doesn't blow teams out. I think that maybe this is a time where they change and they do blow them out. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So we also have, so that way we get some more points, folks. We're going to be putting in some player props too for each game, 3 for each game. And my player props will be Tom Brady over 289.5 passing yards. Tom Brady over 2.5 touchdown passes. Chris Godwin over 63.5 receiving yards. Josh Allen over 305.5 pass yards. Travis Kelce under 94.5 receiving yards is a shocker. And Devin Singletary has another shocker over 39.5 rushing yards. Mike says, player props.
I think Fournette is definitely going to score a touchdown. Tommy's running backs always do very well. Aaron Jones will go under 62.5 rush yards. Tampa Bay defense will run. Green Bay will throw the football. He has had 13 carries in the past 2 games or whatever. So I don't see him getting unless he breaks one. Adams over 7.5. It was 67.5 receiving yards. I think that's a lock. I think he smashes for 2 receiving touchdowns as well. But yeah, I mean, I already won that one. All you got to do is 1 catch for 8 yards. I win. So don't change that. Okay. Oh, he's changing it. I wouldn't even see that. But yeah, so I was I definitely Devontae Adams over that 67.5 is just, I think that's a cakewalk right there. I don't know the rest of them. There we go. I do believe Josh Allen scores the touchdown, maybe the first one. I think the Buffalo is going to score. I'm going with the kicking game here. Butker is going to score over 7.5 kicking points. I believe he's going to have 3 field goals, and therefore that's over that 7.5, or he has 2 field goals and 2 extra points. But I think he's going to get over that 7.5, and I believe Allen's going to run for over 33.5 yards if the Chiefs kind of play up there. They don't have a run game, so You don't have to worry about the run, load, the pass. He's going to run the ball.
All right. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time for
Hot Dog of the Week.
all right. For some
You okay?
reason, I don't know why. Yeah, I'm okay. My hot dog of the week is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're going to win outright. I think they're going to beat the Packers in a shocker. It's going to be like in 07 when the Giants came to Lambeau and beat the Green Bay Packers. I can see that happening again in the NFC Championship game. Who is your hot dog out of the two games? Who do you
I
think
have
has a
the
better
Bills
chance?
because I think the Packers are 100% going to win the game. So I have to take the Bills here.
All right. Let's go to our audience right now. Let's see. Cause over 17 wings eaten Sunday.
I wish. I don't think I'm going to
That's
get
me.
wings for the games and to watch my kids. So
Oh. Josh Allen to throw an interception, maybe two. Bucker has been missing kicks lately.
that's fine. He'll be good.
What's a sucker candy?
I don't know.
Billy wants to do some weekend specials. Most quarterback passing yards, most running back yards. I'm going to say most running back yards, Fournette. Most
That's what I
quarterback
say.
passing yards, I'm going to go with Allen. Most
I'm
receiving
going with
yards.
Rodgers.
I'm going to say Tyreek Hill, most receiving yards.
I'm going to say Diggs.
Highest scoring team, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. What do you say?
Packers.
Lowest scoring team, I'm going to say the Packers.
Chiefs.
Interesting. All right. So we got through that. And we usually do a karaoke punishment. Mike will be doing Never Gonna Give You Up at some point. We'll do our duet too, probably while we're off. But this week's karaoke punishment is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Will be played during Super Bowl Sunday halftime show. We're gonna take
I don't
the
know that
spotlight from
song,
him.
by the way. Don't know it. You told me to listen to it, and I've never heard it. So I'll have to just listen to it a lot to master it.
I don't know how he does not know that song. But he doesn't. But do you have anything else to talk about, Mike?
No, not really. What about you? Yeah, I mean, we do have something. I guess you're gonna. When are you gonna start your new little show that you're gonna be doing?
My new
You'll tell the
show.
viewer.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be starting that. Maybe I'll do some recording this weekend. I gotta do a preview show. Maybe we'll start something on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's let everybody see our nice, lovely logo we got here. Tell me what you guys think. Let's see. First touchdown is Mike Evans.
I think Evan's gonna get shut
right.
down.
Interesting.
I got a Godwin game.
Godwin. Gronkowski.
I don't think he's gonna do well. He's blocking. If you watch it, he's not even running routes. Like he's blocking 70% of the time. I don't think he's gonna catch more than 3 balls.
He's doing a great job blocking now. Let's see the logo.
Look at that.
What do you guys think of that? You guys like it?
Love the smile.
Mom, Dad,
It's a little
Frank?
weird. It's a little weird though because you're not wearing a hat, so it's
No, I'm not.
It's a different you.
DK is running a boost for Evans' first touchdown. That's pretty cool. Or lit, as they would say. Are you guys gonna make a comment on my artwork for my show? Hello?
I like it. It's very
Bueller? Mom, Dad, Uncle Frank, where are you guys? Millie says lit. Hey, Costello, you lost our draft day bets. You can PayPal me anytime you're ready. Yeah, so I'll be working on that shortly. We got lit chat coming up, hopefully soon.
And do you want to tell them what it's about, what you're going to do again? In case they missed last week's show.
Well, I didn't have a show last week, but what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to be discussing, current events and, what's going on in the news. Nothing really too political. I don't really take things, one way or the other because, I want everyone to enjoy the show. I want everybody to laugh at what they see in the world. The world is a funny place that we should laugh at and, not take too seriously. I think when you take things too seriously, that's when, your health gets affected.
So you're going to be singing for them?
Can't wait for the singing. What do you mean singing?
Are you going to sing for them live on Lit Chat? Do you have
Maybe we'll
do
see.
you have a nice little intro prepared for everybody?
I have to get that still though. But let's see. Bob wants to know if we're doing a lip picks or Pro Bowl. Probably not. We might do something for Royal Rumble. You want to do something for Royal Rumble?
You
That'd
know,
be fun.
I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in roughly 7 years because it always falls on, Royal Rumble. Yeah, I don't think I've watched the Pro Bowl in a long time. Remember when they used to have what was it? The NFL, they used to have the old what was it? The challenges that they used to do with like the quarterback challenges and everything. You remember that? Like
Yeah,
they were fun. They should go back to doing
quarterback
this.
club.
Yeah, like that was really fun, and they used to have those on TV, and I used to watch them all the time.
He says, I'm starting a fantasy hockey show called Lit Pucks.
Yeah, it's going to come in on 9-4 because that's our score, and that rhymes too.
Look at Bob. He goes, tell the people of me and more that the world is. Oh, he's a comedian. Well, I hope they watch the show at least. Maybe they get it there in Burma. What do you think? Probably not.
I don't know.
It'll be like Simple Jack. Billy says UFC picks.
I would defer to Rose. I don't watch UFC, so
McGregor is going to win by decision. That's what I think.
Yeah, I would defer to Rose on that. He watches.
Wins to take Connor. Yeah, he's going to win. If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound?
Technically, no, because nobody's around to hear it drop. But if somebody, but the animals will hear it. So very good question.
Yeah, great question. Yeah,
depends. Sometimes the Christmas trees fall and you can't hear it.
Yeah, so
it depends on the tree, maybe.
This was a quick show, guys. What do you guys got? Anything else for us?
30 minutes. That's not bad.
We'll get our weekend started early. Watch a little TV, watching movies.
Any good? Have you watched any good shows lately?
You
finished Cobra Kai, right?
Cobra Kai was really good. I enjoyed it. Did you watch it the whole season? Did you watch Cobra Kai the whole thing yet?
I did. We don't want to do spoilers, but yeah, it was very good. But you kind of knew it was going to happen.
Don't want to get censored. Bill, have you watched Cobra Kai?
Bill's probably still playing Madden.
No, he's in here still. I can tell.
Not yet.
Not yet. Lip Pucks debuts next week on Tasty.
Love Tasty Cakes.
No, the Tasty on Facebook that Bob loves.
I don't know what that is.
What he comments on Tasty.
Oh. I don't know what that is. Apparently I'm very out of the loop. I don't know.
You have to follow on Facebook to see what he's talking about.
No. All right. I can do that then. Yeah. How is your hockey team doing?
Mine? I'll tell you right now.
I forgot to put my goalie in yesterday, so Pat, you're welcome. Nice. And then I forgot there was a team that played yesterday from New York and New Jersey, and I forget who won. Can you refresh my memory? What happened? Oh, yeah, right. It was 4-1, but I sat the goalie. Whoops.
I'm up 7-4 right now, so hopefully I can pull it out. Yeah, so I watched this on the Night Stalker documentary on Netflix. Did you watch that?
I don't know what that is. Night Stalker. Is that
it's like a serial killer? It's pretty interesting.
Oh no, I don't watch that stuff.
It scares you?
No, I just don't watch that stuff. I don't need to watch that.
I watched that last week. Cobra Kai, I watched that. Looking forward to the Mighty Ducks TV show coming out on Disney Plus, whenever that is.
Whoa. What?
Mighty Ducks Disney show? Look, okay.
I had no idea. Is it like new characters or the old characters?
Is in it. Here, let me see. There you go, Bob. Makes loud. There you go. There you go. I sold your comment. You like that?
I know he did. Yeah, that does suck. But Islanders are doing well. What are they? They're 3-1 with 2 shutouts and 3 games with only 1 goal against it. But they do, huh? Interesting. Tisk.
Wasn't the Night Stalker Barry Windham? It was in WWF. Yes, it was.
Wasn't there a Night Stalker in what's that? Wolverine.
Nightcrawler.
No, it's Nightcrawler. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't know that show either. Yeah, Bob used to watch that every Saturday morning.
That was a good show.
He couldn't do anything until X-Men was over, and Captain Planet. I think wasn't that on?
Planet,
wasn't that on before it?
Hero, gonna bring pollution down to zero.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Bob liked Captain Planet.
I think I might have made that part up. I don't know, but I thought that what was on before it.
I don't know.
There was a show on before X-Men. I thought it was like Captain Planet or something. I don't know.
Spider-Man was on, I believe. But they had Batman the animated series. That was pretty good too.
I never watched Saturday morning tunes.
I gotta see what Bob has to say.
I just saw that. Well played, sir. This is
What's wrong with your shirt?
Nothing. I just I don't take care of my shirts very well.
Better Saturday morning wrestling. I used to always watch. I would watch WWF Mania at 10 o'clock. Then I'd watch WCW at 11 and worldwide, and then I would watch Superstars at 12. He says cartoons.
Yeah, I didn't like the Saturday morning cartoons because I was never a fan of all of them.
CBS would have Ninja Turtles. That was fun.
That was that I would probably more on to that because that was
ABC would have Ghostbusters. And
I remember Eat the Cat Extravaganza. I remember that.
Didn't watch Eat the Cat, no.
Yeah. I think that's the only one I watched because I never would watch Spider-Man or X-Men. So yeah.
Do you guys have anything else for us?
No, that's right. And we're 2 weeks off, and then it's the big game time with a lot of the
that's right
for that. Yeah,
we somehow got 480 views last time. I don't know how that happened.
Did you watch it 460 times?
No, I didn't. But we got a lot of views. I don't know how we got a lot of views last time, but we'll see.
Here's my dashing. Maybe people are waiting for me to get a haircut.
Maybe.
We have to waiting for my wife to cut it. We got to wait. It's supposed to be freezing cold this week, so I don't know. Yeah. Right? Are we supposed to get snow 3 days?
I think so. We'll find out. But we're done here, Mike. Tell everybody what they can do.
You guys can stay lit and stay tuned for Joe's preview on the you can talk about it on your no.
We'll see.
No.
We'll see what we do.
Maybe.
All right. Thank you. Goodbye. And have a great week. Good football. Bye.